But first, making a buzz right now, it was a night of firsts at the 84th Academy Awards. For the first time, a French film won Best Picture. The Artist took 5 Oscars, including one for its director and one for Jean Dujardin, who became the first Frenchman to win Best Actor.
Meryl Streep won the Best Actress award for her work in The Iron Lady. It was her first win in 29 years. Christopher Plummer took home the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for his role in The Beginners. And an emotional Octavia Spencer accepted the honor of Best Supporting Actress for her work in The Help.
And Billy Crystal brought back his song and dance act as host of the Academy Awards. So far, though, the reviews aren't stellar. Some reviews say the comedian is past his prime. Others say, hey, Crystal did a much better job than James Franco did last year. What is your take on this year's Oscars and its host? Also, are you surprised by some of the wins? Was anyone robbed?
At this time, we are so excited to welcome Valley film critic David Ramsey to help us kind of break down the Oscars, and the Valley's own actress and singer Linda Carter. So excited to have both of you with us.
Thank you.
Okay, so we were on our couches last night watching the Academy Awards.
I was doing room service.
Oh, well, even better.
I had a hamburger.
Delicious.
French fries.
What did you think? Speaking of hamburger and French fries, not many ladies have had those when they got into those gowns.
Oh, no, they were starving themselves for days, I'm sure.
Well,
I'm sure.
What did you
I was
think?
splurging. It was one of those. I didn't have any popcorn handy, so.
Well, fries and a hamburger work. What did you think?
And I didn't have to cook.
Which is
Even better.
I agree with the criticism of Billy Crystal. I mean, he was not as good as he was in the past. It was certainly better and has been the past few years, but it was kind of lackluster overall.
I disagree.
Okay.
Yeah, no, great.
That's it.
What did
That's
you
what it's
think?
all about.
That's what the show is for. Why?
No, the truth, I thought actually that he was so practiced, and I thought he was hysterically funny. There were things that he didn't say that were, said things that were off script. It's easy to sort of sit back. I think that it went much faster. It seemed like it was over before I knew it. And that has a lot to do with the pacing that Billy Crystal set.
I have to agree with you.
So.
I loved him. I thought he was classic Billy Crystal. I would not say that he is past his prime. I thought he kind of revived the show from years past.
I thought some of the little vignettes between the actors. I don't think actors are good teleprompter readers anyway. They're really bad.
It is a skill that you must acquire. It takes time.
Yes.
Well, we have to ask you, Dave, did they get it right?
Well, they got it as predicted, except for the Viola Davis not winning Best Actress. But Meryl Streep was also predicted upset her. So other than that, they got it as predicted, but they didn't get it right. I think the best film was Midnight in Paris, and I think Hugo would have been number 2. The Artist was a good film. It's different, it's unusual, and Hollywood likes different and unusual. And it also spotlighted Hollywood, and so they really like that, and that's what they vote for.
And we did go back to old Hollywood last night. I mean, the tuxedos and the bow ties and the gowns, a lot of women going more for the muted colors, the white, and I thought it just felt very regal last night.
Even the set design, they made it look like an old theater, and both the top 2 winners have each got 5 awards each, Hugo and The Artist, are both about the silent film era and old Hollywood.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Really interesting. I thought that first thing, I actually haven't seen The Artist, but I've seen so many clips of it, I feel like I have. And the 2 ones, I didn't see Hugo either, but I saw most of the other ones. And I think my first thought was, how in the heck did they sell it? How did they do the pitch for it? I want to do a silent film in black and white, song and dance about, it's like, well, I'm not putting any money into that one.
Well, there's a few of them were like that. Moneyball. How did you explain spending millions of dollars on the math in making a baseball team work?
That's fascinating.
It was well done.
I loved that
So did
one.
I. It was a great film.
I really liked it.
Someone that is not all row, but you got a guy there that says, hey, really, it's not all instinct, that there's stuff
There's
that...
a way to it.
So it really was, I thought it was great. And I know The Descendants got panned, but I really liked The Descendants.
I didn't see that one.
It was good.
Is on
I
my
don't think
list
it's
now
great,
to watch.
but it was good.
I thought it was so...
Clooney was very good.
Clooney was good, but I just thought to kind of pick apart a guy's life whose family seems to have everything and everything and mix it up with greed and cheating and all this stuff and carry it through in humor, and I just thought it was great.
They did a great job
My
of being
husband didn't like
humorous
that.
and sad and dramatic all in the same time. It was well
I
done.
mean, how do you really carry off with any humor a dying wife
Well,
that cheated
that's
on
true.
you?
Yeah.
It is difficult.
Those are
but
tough
he did
elements that he did, and he did it wonderfully.
did.
So many people commented. Here's what you guys are saying about the 84th Annual Academy Awards.
I love Viola Davis.
Yeah,
Yes.
Karen Dill says, I thought The Help should have won more, but kudos to the winners. It was an okay show. Not bad, not great.
Janet Fauble says, I enjoyed the Oscars this year. Very entertaining and fun. Billy was great as always. Need him to keep the show alive and fun.
Laura Elam, Billy Crystal was okay. I disagree on who won for Best Actor, and for Best Movie, The Help should have won.
Bradley Sisko says, I thought the show was great, especially the Cirque du Soleil part. That was really fun.
That was cool.
Lori Hefner on Facebook, it seems as though it's less about award show and more of a fashion show anymore. Who wears the most stylish gown, hair, and jewels?
I have to admit, that's one of my favorite parts.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
love to
Red
see what
carpet.
people are wearing and how good they
I
look.
didn't even watch the red carpet.
Oh, because that's not interesting to you, to us. We're like, ooh, who's having
Did you
the best
see those shoes?
and the hair? We're going to talk more about the Oscars.